I'm gold and I play better than that. It's like, so I'm not even going to tell you what league they are. But I'll tell you. God damn it. Okay, wait. The overlay will be fine. Never mind. Okay. But we've got... Alright. In the top left. It is from the 2MN clan. Senor Casa. Mr. House. And in the bottom right, it is Herr Wolf. Is that Man Wolf? Is that what that means? Is it Man Wolf versus Mr. House? I'm all about the swarm. We're having a Herr Wolf with the thumbs up there. That's a good response. But yeah, Mr. House versus Mr. Wolf is the showdown here. Zerg sends Brood War. We got the gas on the way. So, looks like relatively standard openers thus far. Nothing too intense, as we have some friendly conversation. Mr. House has his house in order. He's finished up the ramp, and SCV will be scouting out. Get a beat on the hatchery first, and then transition into the pool and gas. So nothing he needs to be particularly worried about early on. On the other side, no drone scout, but that's just fine. As he's going to have the overlords in position. And there's nothing coming up from Mr. House. In order to deal with this, we see the factory on the way. Did he actually build a Reaper? No, he has yet to build anything out of his barracks, so... Unfortunately, kind of missing that check mark there. He got the reactor right off the bat, and he's going for the double gas. Alright. So very heavy technical build seems to be coming out of Mr. House here. Whereas on the other side, a little bit more focus on the economy. We've got the two bases. He's got enough gas for speed in a few moments. And Mr. Wolf will be producing those queens. An expansion finally on the way. But it looks to be a Hellion opener here. So a little bit of a... Well, okay, I take it back. I'm not sure where he's going with this. You know, that's the key, though. At this level, the real way to hide your build from your opponent and also from anyone casting is just... Well, if you don't know what you're doing, how can they know what you're doing? All right, so really high-level strategy is being utilized here by Mr. House. The drone, the Predator drone, gets the kill. Will pay for it with his life, but does pick off that SCV. Yeah, but God, why is this something... Ruin! Oh my God. I'll just put it in the bottom right. That'll be fine. For both overlays. Alright. He's very forward wall here. Now, we've seen this before. Players not realizing that if you wall off that area, you have a wide open space where they could just swing around and slam into your face. The double Whittlemine follow-up as well, so very interesting choice there. We got a tech lab, engineering bay. Looks like he will be walling off the front. Not necessarily the most efficient way to do it, but he will be getting there. On the other side, we have the lair on the way 5, roaches as well. What is the worker count? Actually, I can see it right there. I forget. I still don't know how to use this overlay very well. 27 workers to 21. He's building some more, so that's pretty reasonable. A third base. He has the idea of macroing. Both these players have the idea of expanding, of getting some more units. That Whittlemine doing its best to kill as many Terran units as possible. But the way they're going about it is maybe not the most efficient, is the nice way to put it. Alright. A medevac is on the way. Just the one because he is supply blocked, unfortunately. A lot of gas as well. So is he going to go to a Spire? He has 158 gas, but he's going to be mining from 4. So I really think the only real option when you have 4 gases and less than 40 drones is going to have to be essentially the Mutalisk. He's going forward. He does have the Ravagers. The placement of this tech lab making it quite vulnerable. Shots are being fired, but he will dodge through. Not quite enough Roach Ravager here to really deal with this, so. The chase continues. Oh, the medevac dodges away at the last second. The Ravagers should be cleaned up as well. They're pretty squishy in their own right. So that was kind of the definition of half-assing an attack there. Attacking with like 3 Roaches and 3 Ravagers is, I don't know, like a coupon for 10% off. It's not going to get anyone in the door, but I guess you tried. A Hydralisk Den is on the way. We're going to see that Roach Hydra. An Armory as well. Looks like he's decided not to go for Bio. Looks like both these players still kind of figuring out where they want to go with their strategies now. They're kind of figuring it out as they go along. Okay. So the Terran army swinging around to the right side. There is no vision from Mr. Wolf here, whereas Mr. House has no vision of the Zerg army on the left. Is their Roach Speed done? Roach Speed, usually known as one of those critical upgrades for Roaches, but we're speaking mostly in metaphors in this match. The assorted fun pack of Terran units moves over to the right. We have a Medevac, we have a Cyclone, 4 Marines, a Marauder, 3 Hellions, a Liberator, and a Partridge and a Pear Tree over here. Hydralisk speed range is on the way. No Hydralisk yet. I take it back. As 3 Hydralisks slowly make their way forward. The armies somehow pass each other. I'm not entirely sure if they did see one another. He did have the watchtower for a second. No upgrades yet. Yeah, no general upgrades on either side. No +1, anything. We do have speed for the Hydras. On the other side, we have nothing, and nothing in production. So it looks like he's deciding on a bio composition. He's still kind of figuring himself out right now. He's going through an exploratory phase. Like, no, Mom, I'm really into mech, okay? For realsies, Mom, I'm a mech player. No! When you grow up, you'll play bio like everyone else. You won't try to be special, just try to play mech. Go back to your bunk bed, okay? I love mech, Mom! Okay. Coming up with the Roach Hydra. A big Widowmine hit. There is a Liberator and a handful of Cyclones. This fight, like, at some point a fight will happen. The Widowmine's connecting with the Overseers. Neither player really has the upgrades they need to participate in this fight realistically, but it looks like the Zerg army will actually retreat here. I take it back. I'm not even sure if he's controlling it. There are no tanks, though, so, like, I'm not... It's kind of like watching, it's like watching pandas fight right now. It's not... They're not both... Neither of them are particularly agile or coordinated. But they're just kind of slapping at each other a little bit. And neither really knows what they're doing. But... just slap them back. Just keep slapping them. As the intensity mounts... can I get an APM? Wow. They're both at hundreds of APM, though the average is well under 100. I think this comes down to all of the right-clicking. We continue to... Both these players blue-balling one another when it comes to the engagement. The Roach Hydra player deciding, instead of using his superior army composition to attack, instead to poke at an army that fires from long range. Whereas the Terran player continually building units that suck against Roach Hydra and relying on the Roach Hydra player to have a severe lack of understanding as to what his units actually do. And the battle continues as the Liberation Zone covers most of the ramp. No combat shields yet. These units do have stim, I believe. He finished stim, right? Yeah. Stim is done. +1 carapace and +1 weapons are done on opposite sides. We have the armies splitting here. The Roach Hydra coming up. It's like now is the time to take a fight now that half my army is on the other side of the map. I'm down for this, baby. Everybody loves an underdog story. And it will be slaughtered mercilessly because he left... Oh, my God. Well, this could change things. The lurkers will burrow. Those marines aren't... Oh, Jesus. Shredding through. And the Cyclones will come back to defend. Not a siege tank. Yes, those are lurkers. Really getting the vision he needs to see, yes, there are lurkers attacking me. Are there any more scans? There are more scans. He's attacking with the Cyclones. The lurkers will unburrow. He's in the mineral line as well. He will finish off the couple lurkers that were left behind. More lurkers making it up the ramp, desperately trying to burrow on it. More SCVs are going down as well. The ramp has been taken, but the Liberators will oversee the eventual clearing of these lurkers. He does have a scan. A good scan hits both sides, and it's actually going to clean most of this up, but at what cost? As Mr. House has lost 27 SCVs. What's the button for all the shit? The units lost. This one. Okay, so... as we see both players losing a significant number of units, but when the smoke clears, 86 to 61 supply. And, but I do have to say, neither player looking to be very much in control of this game, unfortunately, still. The supply depot wall will put him at 69 over 141, but he's built the wall, so at least he's covered that. The worker count is 53 to 25. It does seem likely from here Mr. Wolf will compound his advantage with a Nidus Network, Aspire, and Hive Tech. But all he has right now are 9 Hydras, 22 Lings, and 2 Lurkers, and I have no idea where those 2 Lurkers are. Where are your damn Lurkers? Where's the button? What? Of all the places to put his Lurkers, that was possibly the worst choice. But, so now the Terran army will stim. He still doesn't have combat shields, but he will retreat from an army that absolutely cannot kill him. Once again, the Liberators desperately figuring out how to siege up one step at a time. And, alright, he's decided to go forward. A greater Spire is on the way. Now, I'm not an expert, alright? I don't consider myself a professional at this game, but I would argue he would benefit from, I don't know, making any units besides trying to tech up. Oh my god. Alright. We see the unit scrambling back to defend. The Nidus Network has been created, but there's no vision to put it on the other side of the map, at least not quite yet. The Lurkers continue to stay on guard at this watchtower, despite not being able to actually take the watchtower. The army supplies are actually in favor of Mr. House here by a tiny margin. A single Corruptor has joined the production tab, alongside +1 ranged attack, and on the other side, +1 mech weapons. He's still very indecisive as to what units. He's going for, like, a Cyclone Bio build, which is, well, let's put it this way. It's very original. I'll say that much. There's a Nidus at the back of the second base. All the drones are going to be slaughtered! As they rally through the army, they never stood a chance. The Nidus Network is here. The Terran army's on the other side. The Zerg army is in the mail. He will unload. A handful of Hellbats is all that stands between him and oblivion. There is no planetary fortress at the third. There is no other sort of defense. The army is completely out of position. He's sieging up the Liberators. He will micro one away. The Hydras are actually morphing into lurkers on the other side of the map. Maybe you should have done that beforehand. Have some foresight. The Terran army is moving through. It looks like he's going to be trying to base trade a Terran, but honestly, in this position, he might be ready to do so. The Liberators, there are 2 left. LOL spending some of his precious time on typing in the chat. What the fuck are you doing? He's going forward with the Bio Army. This base will be slaughtered. The supplies are 67 to 84. The Hydras are cleaning up the command center. The orbital command desperately trying to run, but it cannot hide. And if the Hydras ever figured out or took their Adderall, they'd be able to focus on targeting down the most important building that they could possibly get, but it will get away by just... Oh, never mind! Take it back! Take it back! Cinematic experience. As the Terran army is tearing through the main, he comes around the command... Orbital command explodes. We've got another command center on the other side. It's 61 to 72 supply, but there is nothing in production. He can't build because he lost all his damn overlords. As the Zerg army continues to shark around, there's still a couple random-ass lurkers here. All of the tech is gone. He can no longer build any units. As a medevac will be taken out. There's 3 left where that came from. There are still lurkers on the field. If he kills all the orbitals, there are no scans left. He cannot kill the lurkers if they are burrowed. The last of the SCVs, there are... the worker count is 3 to 4. That's not 3 to 4. That's just total. There's a 1,400 minerals in the bank and 1,500 gas for Mr. House. And 475.30 as he builds a hatchery at the north for Mr. Wolf here. The 3 SCVs... Alright, what? I heard a Widow Mine. I-O-L. Okay, I guess I is pretty close. Widow Mine desperately trying to get something done. He still has the Overseer. The Widow Mine will get another kill. The Terran army. There's a building at the north. We are in a full-on base trade scenario. There are buildings. The command center cannot be hit. If he kills all of the drones and all of the potential mining of the Zerg player, we have a draw. Wait, no. Yes, we could potentially have a draw. This is potentially a draw scenario here. It's definitely not set in stone yet. The Cyclones come up. He stems forward. The Liberators siege. The Lurkers cannot be contested as they shred through. One of the Cyclones will pay the price. Oh, this Hydra army, why are you there? And, oh, he baits out some more hits. There is 1 drone. Oh, no, no, no. Ugh. As the Lurkers continue to step forward. He has an orbital. He has an orbital, but he has to land it to scan. And there's only 1 other building that can fly. So, we are in a very interesting scenario where... Oh my god. Where the only building that can see... He's going back. He's going for the scan. I think he's going to jump on the Lurkers. He's swinging around the back. Why? Why are you running away? No! Go for... What are you doing? Jesus! He goes into the lurker spawns instead of just fighting the Hydras. Both players doing their best to lose this game. We'll see who does it first. As the Bio engaging the Hydra is just not in a great spot for Hydras to be. And the Liberator doesn't quite have the siege up there. There is a single Hellbat over on this side. You could fight! Just fight! Fight! Damn it! Stop trying to micro! He's done whatever he could to make sure that his army was as small as possible to engage this. Another stim. Here come the Lurkers. It doesn't matter if you skip. No! Jesus! Yes, those are Lurkers. Very well done. As he tries to snipe the Liberator, and at this point there just are not enough Marines. GG! Mr. House will tap out. Damn! That was intense! What? Wait, what? Actually, forgive me. What? If I take that back, he's gonna try to fuck. Don't you dare drop a motherfucking me. Oh my god! Well, this barracks is gonna have a bad day. He's making 2 barracks at this base. It's 32 to 3 supply. I mean, if he just got like 7 Marines out, he could actually fight like 1 Lurker at a time. So, but it just comes down to... He finds the base at the last second. With half of his workers, the income... What's the fancy income thing, by the way? I wanna see that one. What does this do? What? Oh, fancy. But and that should be the game, as that GG that was rescinded. It should be reapplied. The Lurker will burrow. GG. What a friendly exchange. And Herr Wolf will be your victor in this. Yeah, in that. They did their best.